YouTube. Hey, I'm coming to talk to y'all about the reason why I became homeless at the moment. So let's just start from the beginning. I was working this summer. I had a family crisis and a lot of things transpired where I lost my job. So I was living with my mother. I was still getting food stamps and stuff, but I wasn't having no income. And it was just a lot of stress. I had a lot of mental stress going on mentally, physically. I was losing weight. There was a lot of stuff going on. So in September, mentally I was like, I'm going to the shelter. I need to go to the shelter because I can't live in these situations. Like, yes, I was living with my mother, but living with your parent can be toxic, okay? So I had to remove myself from a toxic situation. And the best bet was to go to the shelter because at the end of that day, I know that I'm coming out with my own apartment. So on October 1st, I decided to go into the shelter. I didn't know what I was going into. I didn't know what was going to happen, how I was going to be treated or whatnot. But I said, you know what? I'm going into the shelter because I know I need this. And I heard stories. I heard other people's stories. You hear this, you hear that. But I know I'm not everybody, and everybody's story is different, right? So I signed up for the shelter, and my first night, I didn't sleep. And I was not scared, but uncomfortable. You know, it was cold. It wasn't cold. It was just uncomfortable. Like, I didn't want to be there, but I knew I had to be there. So listen to this now. So 3 days later, I had a surgery on the 4th. I had abdominal hernia repair. And I knew I had surgery before I was going. I knew I had surgery planned before I was going into the shelter, but I didn't allow that to stop me. I needed to do that. Part of me was like, you have to go in the shelter because it's just something was pushing me. Like, don't allow nothing to stop you. This could be your breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the outcome. You just go. So I went to surgery or whatever. When I had got my surgery, they allowed me to stay out. They gave me a pass for 2 days to stay out. And I was staying with my mother at the time, like at the end of the day, she's still my mother, right? So I was staying with my mother and I needed help because I was messed up. I just had stomach surgery. And I had my friend upstairs helping me. But I knew I had to go back in the shelter after the 48-hour pass is up. And back in my head, I just couldn't see myself laying in of springs, like the bed. It wasn't no mattress, it was springs. It was so small, going from a queen size bed into a full size bed. I don't even think that thing was a full, it was so small. But I had to do it. So I went back to the shelter after the 48-hour pass was up, and I just couldn't lay down. So I had to prop stuff up in my back so I could sit up. I couldn't lay on. I lay on my stomach. I sleep on my stomach, so I couldn't sleep on my stomach. I had to learn how to sleep on my back. The day into the shelter, the next day, I had to go back to the hospital because I was having complications with the surgery. So I had to stay in the hospital for like 4 days. I lost my bed. After they didn't give me no more pass. As a matter of fact, they did give me an extra pass, but I was in there more than another 48 hours, right? Shout out to them because they didn't have to do that. And I feel like they was working with me. But I couldn't, I lost the bed because the 48-hour pass was up and I was still in the hospital because I had an infection in my colon type of situation. I don't know, but I'm healed now from that, but I'm still healing from the hernia, but the whole colon part, I'm pretty good. I'm still have to watch what I eat, still drink my water, stay flushed, because Nobody want to be constipated around here, because that's not a good feeling. Okay, I don't wish that on nobody. Constipation, nobody. Okay, so at this point, I'm out of the shelter, but I'm in the shelter system. But I lost the bed. I didn't have to do the whole intake part over. So when I come back to the shelter, I would have to be found a new bed. So after the hospital situation, I did go back to my mother's house because I just couldn't sleep. I needed to sleep in a way where it was comfortable. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, I wouldn't want that pain for nobody. I feel like I was going crazy. Like, I had a pain on one side and the pain on another side. So it was just crazy. It was just crazy. So after a while, I stayed at my mother's house for just a little, like maybe 2 more days. And then I had to muscle up and had to go back to the shelter. I was walking slow. It would literally take me 20 minutes to walk from a block, like 10, 15 minutes, because it was hurting, you know. And then you do too much, it felt like you was swollen, and then it was feel like your stomach was tight. Oh, it's a lot. It was a lot, guys. Even to this day, I still watch at work. I still watch what I do. I don't want to pick up nothing heavy, pull nothing, pop no stitches. Whew. So I went back to the shelter, and what happened? I got blessed with my own bed. And my own room. Like my own room. And I just thugged it out. And you know, and here I am. I thugged it out, and I got transferred to a new shelter. This is a working shelter. I'm working. I got all my case, my what they call it, my food stamp case, my cash assisted case is open. Everything is open. Everything is going. Everything's up. Everything is ready to go. Vouchers on come, like, you know, it's on go. Like, everything's on go. So I'm just grateful that I stuck into it, and I knew that I knew I came into the shelter for a reason, and my reason is reasoning. You know what I mean? It's coming to true. It might take time, but it's happening. Slowly but surely. But yeah, at the end of the day, I just had to get out of that, and I decided to muscle up and say, you know what, you need to be on your own. You know, you don't have nobody to fall back on. Like, yeah, my mother's my supporter. That's my mother forever and on. But she's like, I have the relationship where you're my mother, but you're not my friend. And that's okay. That's okay. And we need to learn how to say no. We have to learn how to say no. And I've learned that men tend to stay with their mother longer. And also, I learned that black mothers manipulate their sons, right? And when I say manipulate, it could vary from a lot of things, you know. Mental abuse is a thing, you know, telling somebody, yo, you stupid, or you never gonna be nothing, or you just like your father. All these things, it's not really healthy. And shout out to the people that became something with that drilled in the head, like, oh, you're not gonna be nothing, and they became a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to drag around dark memories, if that makes sense. I don't want to go and get it because I remember when. No, I want to be happy doing it. I want to know that I did it because I wanted to do it, not because I was put in a situation and I gotta do it. And no, I want to do it because God will lead me to the right path to be here and to do so. Okay? That's really the butter on the cake, you know, the butter on the bread. I'm about to say a slice of cake, but that's the butter on the bread, man. Like, you only get one life to live, and I want to live in my way. I'm done living under somebody else's roof and in somebody else's box, or how somebody else's perspective should be. No, we all got our own mind. We all got our own way of thinking. I say, nigga, like, you do you, I do me. And I'm not here to hurt or harm nobody. I'm here to love and learn. Real rap. Real here. That's me. I'm here to love and learn. And if my testimony could touch and help another person, let it do so, because that's what helped me. Testimonies and positive energy. Positive energy. That's my spread. Positive energy to you. If you're here right now, I want you to drop below. Positive energy. Okay? And I want you to know that God loves you. And I love you. And I'm grateful for y'all and you to be here and to share this moment with me. And just know that we're going up from here. We have to. And so much in store. So much in store. I have to start just recording everything. It's just, I be just into certain things where I forget, oh my God, I should have recorded that. I should have recorded that. But I have to get out of that. I have to live through the camera. And at that note, that's it, guys. I want to tell you I love you. Thank you for watching. Until next time, peace.